The Goruck GR1. This bag is tougher than you, but at first glance, it seems like just any other bag. Hello and welcome to our corner of the internet. My name is Ghost, and today we are going to be reviewing the legendary Goruck GR1. All right, so first and foremost, let's go ahead and go over the pockets real quick. So as you'll see, this is going to be the bag as I pack it. Now, it's missing some things, like I don't have my laptop in here. Also, I'll have my tablet in this front sleeve. Sometimes I'll carry my keyboard to work, but really, this is the stuff that doesn't really go anywhere. So as you can see, we've got this front pocket. It doesn't have any sort of mesh, so you're not gonna be able to see what's inside. This is a great quick access pocket, and we'll get into this later, but this is not really ideal for quick access. So this is where I just keep lotion, gum, pens, Apple Pencil, oops. And then I also have some hand sanitizer in here. So that's where that goes. In here, I just keep some pouches, business cards. This is great if you need to see whatever you're looking for because it has mesh. And then one of the great things about the Goruck GR1 is gonna be this awesome clamshell opening. And it really just gives you a ton of access to what you need to get to. So here, I've just got a pouch with just urban like survival stuff, I guess. Survival really just has like disinfectant wipes and hand sanitizer and notebook, stuff like that. I wouldn't quite call it survival. But yeah, so we've got this pouch. I think these are the Sony WX1000 Mark IVs. I'm not sure. Sony's like model numbers are weird, but we've got some headphones, journal, mouse, alpaca hub pouch with just some like other stuff in it. Here, we've got pretty much, this is the Spyderco Tenacious Olight i3T EOS. We've got a Fisher Space bullet pen, zip ties, duct tape around a credit card, multi-tool, and chapstick. This I got off of pre-order. It's a pretty cool pack. We've got a water bottle, because this doesn't have an external water bottle pocket. We've got an umbrella, and we've also got a pencil pouch as well as this field pouch. This does not come with this bag. I ordered it separately. But in here, I just have some like, I guess, like cables and things like that. So back here, I've got just a folder with some documents in it. And there's also a bit of an elastic. And this is to like hold their rucking like pads or whatever, or not pads, their rucking plates, I should say. But I just use it to keep this document, like this folder in place. And yeah, that's going to be the main capacity. Pretty simple. It's a clamshell bag, so it's really easy to kind of use and utilize. And yeah, we've also got this vertical pocket. Now in this vertical pocket is where I will put my iPad. It's perfect for the 11-inch iPad Pro. Anything larger than that, it won't fit comfortably. I will say there is not much protection in here. So you're gonna wanna be careful if you do choose to put your iPad in here. I use the iPad here because it's perfect, because it's just a really flat pocket and it's not ideal for like quick access. But it fits with an iPad perfectly. And yeah, it's also got this flap in order to protect it from any rain and stuff like that. So that's where I put my iPad. We've also got this laptop compartment. And again, we're gonna get into more detail later. I just wanna show you guys the pockets off the start. But we've got this laptop compartment. Laptop's not in here because I'm recording audio on it. But it fits a 16-inch MacBook Pro very well. So on this pack, you're getting 1000D Cordura, YKK zips, a rigid frame sheet, MOLLE webbing, a 16-inch laptop compartment, a spacious 21 liters of capacity, and a clamshell opening. Real quick before we continue, guys, I just wanted to say that if you're enjoying this video, maybe consider giving it a like, and if you're really loving it, consider subscribing. I make videos on bags, everyday carry, and tech, and if that sounds good, then you should definitely join. All right, back to the video. All right, first thing that I want to talk about is the clamshell opening, right? So the reason why I like the clamshell opening so much is because it gives this 21-liter pack, it makes it feel like it has a lot more capacity. And I've been carrying recently a Dispatch R&D, or a Dispatch day pack. And that's gonna be a 22-liter bag. But the way that this is kind of laid out, it makes it feel a lot larger than it actually is. I mean, you can open it all the way and you can fit every corner of this with gear. And not only can you do that, but it's really easy to kind of organize because you can open it up all the way. This is not news, really. I mean, this is why people like clamshell backpacks. And out of all the bags that I've used, I think this has the best clamshell that I've ever, or clamshell opening that I've ever used. And I think one of the reasons that is because the zippers just feel super burly. So I can like zip, I can kind of like unzip stuff like this, and then I feel like I can kind of rip it open like that. So I feel like that's because this bag just feels so durable. It feels like a tool that needs to be used. So yeah, I really do enjoy this awesome clamshell opening. So as I said earlier, because of this clamshell, it makes the capacity feel really spacious. This is a lot of stuff. I probably don't even need to carry my headphones. I just carry them as a just in case, but it carries so much and can still fit more. Like I said, I'll oftentimes put like my keyboard in here, my like smaller, like 65% mechanical keyboard or something like that. It's from Keychron. And it fits perfectly. And you can see that there's like a lot more space here. And this is awesome. It really lends itself to being used and filled up all the way. I really do like the capacity on this bag. Another thing about this pack, and I think this is really the Goruck sort of like, I guess, claim to fame, is it's just so darn tough. I mean, everything on this pack feels insanely over-engineered in a good way. The zippers, the stitching, like look at the stitching on this handle. It's like, it has like 2 box stitches and on the straps as well. It's like, it's freaking amazing. I love it. The material is gonna be a 1000D Cordura, which honestly, I'd say the harshest thing about this bag is the fact that it's going to maybe mess up your clothes. That's a complaint that some people have. We'll get into that later. The stitching on this pack just feels amazing. It looks so clean. The material is just freaking amazing, and it feels like it's gonna last forever, which it should for a bag of this price. Another thing that I didn't quite expect is I actually really like the flexibility of the straps. And when I say the flexibility, I don't necessarily mean the flex of this. This is actually really stiff. It's comfortable, but stiff. When I say the flexibility of the straps, I really mean where the straps connect to the bag. The reason why I really like this is because the way that the laptop compartment is it makes it easier to kind of fold over like so. I honestly really like that. It just makes the straps easy to manipulate. They feel great on the shoulders. And yeah, I really didn't quite expect this because I thought that it was gonna feel very rigid and burly because this bag is just overbuilt. But they did a really good job of making the straps feel flexible. I really love that. Now, while we're back here, let's also talk about the laptop compartment. Now, this laptop compartment is surprisingly awesome. I really didn't expect to like it as much as I did. I thought I was gonna dislike it because you kind of have to peel back the straps in order to access the laptop compartment. Now, this can sometimes be an issue, or not even an issue, just an inconvenience. However, I found that because of the flexibility of the straps, it's really not as bad as you think. So yeah, it feels great. I love the rigid frame sheet that they've got back here. It's like, I think, yeah, it's that plastic frame sheet. Feels great. Ergonomics on this pack are awesome. But yeah, I really do like this, this laptop compartment. It's padded. I'm pretty sure it's suspended. Let's check real quick to see if it's suspended. This is kind of where my finger is. In the bottom of the bag is right here. So pretty sure it's suspended, padded. It feels like nothing is gonna like really damage your laptop in here. So yeah, I really do love this laptop compartment. It's really awesome. I think I talked about this earlier when I was talking about the stitching, but the grab handle is really well made. So it's really comfy. It's got like some padding where like I guess it's just like the way that the fabric is kind of just sewn into itself. But it just feels really comfy, and also I have like a peace of mind because the stitching on it is really good. I don't really worry about it coming undone or anything like that. Yeah, I just really do enjoy the handle on this, and this is something that I use on the bag a lot because I'm just if I'm moving a short distance, it's easy to kind of like just grab this and go. It feels really, really durable, and that's what I like about it. One thing that's really cool about this bag, and I think this is more of an aesthetic thing, but I really love the shape. It feels very sleek. It has a very clean silhouette, which seems kind of like a dichotomy. I'm not sure if I'm using that word right, because it's kind of like a more tactical bag with the MOLLE webbing and the cordura. It makes it feel like a military bag, honestly. And I will say that I think the clean, uniform silhouette makes this pack, the fact that it has no water bottles, which is a pro and a con, I personally kind of like it on this one. It just makes the bag look very clean. So I don't think you're gonna look like some like milsim sort of like cosplayer, I guess. No, this bag fits in really well. It's like it has like a, I don't know if gray man is the correct terminology, but I want to say gray man. It has like a gray man aesthetic. The MOLLE webbing it does say tactical, but it's not overdone, I will say. So another thing is the zippers. I think I mentioned earlier when I was talking about the clamshell is that I like the zippers a lot. The zipper pulls are simple, they're awesome, they glide easily. And one thing that I really like is that since they feel durable, I can kind of just rip open the bag like that. And I have no issues or no concerns with them breaking because they're YKK. It's just built like a truck, and I really have no concerns. All right, so let's talk about what I don't like on this bag. And spoiler alert, there's not really that much, just a few nitpicks. One of the things I will say is that I do wish that the laptop compartment size was like one bigger. It does feel a little bit small, not like it's gonna break or anything, but in comparison to like the other zippers, this one does feel quite small, and I don't quite like that. I think I said it earlier, but this front pocket is not quite ideal for quick access. The reason why is because there's no built-in dimension, and it's really tight, and also it's deep and you can't quite see what's inside. So you kind of have to reach in the dark. This is why I've opted to store my iPad in here, because it's easier to kind of grab and it's so flat. I did put pouches in here before, and it really didn't work for me. So like maybe in a pinch, but I really don't recommend this for quick access. Another thing I want to mention is that these zippers can be kind of hard to get around corners. And I think the reason why is because of this rain flap that we've got right here. That kind of makes it harder to sort of get around. You can peel it back, and I do think that that helps out a lot, but it is just an extra step that you have to do. It's just a nitpick, doesn't really hinder the use of the bag, and I feel like the more that I've used it, the easier it's gotten. So I feel like it's broken in a bit, or I've just gotten used to it. But just keep that in mind that there may be a learning period with like getting the zippers around the corners. One thing I do wish that this pack had was like maybe some sort of tab to hold on to while you're unzipping the bag. The reason why is because they're kind of harder to get around those corners. It would be nice if there was like a piece of fabric right here for me to hold on to help me sort of unzip it. I kind of have to use the rain flap to sort of do that, but I do wish that there was like a dedicated, I guess like tab that I could use to help myself undo the zippers and to zip up the zippers and all of that. One thing that I haven't quite experienced yet, but I have heard other people complain about, is that this material, the 1000D Cordura, is actually harsh on clothes. So I would say if you're wearing like nicer shirts or just delicate clothes and stuff like that, this can rub up on the fabric and cause it to kind of pill up, whatever that like those little like balls of fabric are. It can kind of mess up your clothes a bit in that sense. I've heard a lot of people talk about that. So just keep that in mind if you're going to be wearing like I guess like more delicate fabrics. This might damage that. To pinpoint exactly what makes the GR1 so great is really difficult. Like I said earlier, at first glance, this bag is really simple. But once you start using it, you kind of start to realize that everything from like the stitching, the zippers, the handle, the shape, the straps, everything kind of comes together and feels over-engineered. And Every part of this bag feels considered, and it's because of that that the GR1 is joining the Evergood Civic Half Zip 22 liter and the Triple Aught Design Axiom 24 in my favorite packs. This is one of my favorite backpacks now. If you'd like to purchase this bag, I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description. That is going to be an affiliate link, so if you do choose to use that, I will get a small kickback, but if not, no worries, your viewership is enough. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then I would appreciate it if you gave it a like, and if you really loved it, maybe consider subscribing. If you want to see more of me, you can follow me on Instagram at MorrowGhost. Hope to see you there, but I mean, that's all I've got for you guys today. I've been MorrowGhost, and I'll haunt you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Here we go.